I don't know about you, but whenever I'm in this route, I always feel a little bit giddy because I'm progressing further into the game, and mostly because the music here rocks, that goes without saying. One of the best soundtracks in all of Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Anyway, here's Gabby and Ty, which is the reason why I put Gardevoir and Sceptile up first. Do they still have Magnemite, or is it a Magneton? Oh, okay, still Magnemite. Well, even if it's still an unevolved Magnemite, it could still take a little bit of a beating, so I'm gonna double team this Magnemite with both my Pokemon, in hopes that it doesn't use moves like, say, Thunder Wave, or Supersonic, or both. And as for this Loudred over here, well, I don't think it's much of a threat to me, so I don't think I should be scared of it. Oh, I actually one-shotted that Magnemite. Well, I guess the Miracle Seed works wonders for a Pokemon like Sceptile. Anyway, these two I believe are going to want to request that I do another interview, but I'm going to say no because I don't think I have anything funny or witty to say as of right now. But in the remakes, I'm pretty sure I could actually type out my words, but I don't quite remember if that really was the case. The last time we battled, you stomped us before we could brace ourselves. Well, yeah, that is true, mostly because Pokemon like, say, Magnemite and especially Whismur, they're not exactly the sturdiest things about. Oh, come on, would you go away? I don't care about your freaking battle. Go away. Okay, let's move on. Towards the end of the last video, I kind of made a mistake with the route numbers. I accidentally called this route Route 119, but I did correct myself by saying Route 118. I made that mistake because, well, I knew I was on my way to Route 119, but I guess I was a little bit early in saying that. And mostly because, well, one part of Route 118 has one soundtrack, and the other part of Route 118 has a different soundtrack. The current area of Route 118 I'm at now, the music rocks, but the other part of Route 118, it's just the music that I hear almost all the time, at the beginning of the game, or should I say in the early portion of this game. So yeah, it looks like I corrected myself last video, so yeah, sorry about the little mix-up. Route 119, I am going to go there, but not right now, because there's a route that I can explore that's past Route 119, I believe it's Route 123. Even though I can't explore the entirety of it yet, I can still fight the trainers that are there, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Although, the trainers there, well, there are more trainers, but I'm not going to fight all the trainers until a little bit later. But there's still some trainers that I could actually fight there. Oh yes, an Electrike. I did hear that Electrike cry at the end of the last video. I thought maybe it would be something special if I did hear certain Pokemon cries. I thought maybe if I were to encounter that corresponding cry of that one Pokemon, I thought maybe I'd get a Pokemon with like perfect IVs or something, but I don't think that's the case. All I know is, this only occurs in Generation 3. I don't think it happens in any other games. So yeah, if I was playing a game like, say, this game or even Fire Red and Leaf Green, then occasionally I would hear cries of certain Pokemon. But I don't think it really means anything. Okay, let's move on to something else. In Scarlet and Violet, I don't think we got a whole lot of news about that game quite yet, although I had heard some speculations as to what the typings will be for the starters when they eventually reach their final forms. Me personally, well, they can go with whatever type they want, but I heard some people say that Fuecoco's final evolution could possibly be Fire Dragon, but this is only a rumor. Me personally, I thought maybe it would be a Fire Ground because just looking at Fuecoco, it does kind of look like it could be a Fire Ground, but it's already been confirmed that it's just a pure Fire type. Well, occasionally some alligators or crocodiles, I guess they have something to do with ground or something. Well, except for alligators, since it's a water type. But if somehow Fuecoco's final evolution ends up becoming a Fire Dragon, that could be a first, because I don't think we had a starter that's final evolution, no, a starter whose final evolution is a Dragon type. Okay, I'm trying to think back to see if maybe a certain starter actually had a Dragon type in their as their second typing. Nope, nothing I can think of. Except for maybe Mega Charizard X, but I don't really count that at all because it's just a Mega Evolution. As for Quaxly's final evolution, some people say maybe it could be water fighting, but to me, I don't think it looks like a water fighting. I mean, just looking at Quaxly, I did say this before, but it kind of looks like it could be water flying, but that's kind of boring actually. Okay, here's Route 123, and if the music here sounds familiar, it's the same exact music from Part 1, where I was being introduced to the world of Pokemon by Professor Birch. Okay, I'm gonna put Skarmory in the second slot because I'm about to fight these two trainers here. Okay, I thought maybe I would be fighting the one cool trainer down below solo. I actually wanted to fight these two all together. Okay, that kid actually is a bug catcher, not a youngster. I guess maybe that's some kind of programming error or something. Anyway, Quaxly's final evolution, well, it could be anything. Although, just by looking at some fan art that some people made, it kind of looks like Quaxly's final evolution looks like a bootleg version of Darkwing Duck, actually. But to be honest, if that were to be the case, then maybe it'd be like Water Dark or something. Well, even though the Dark type is supposed to be the evil type, yeah, Darkwing Duck, he's not a villain. He's a protagonist. But still, if they end up doing that... Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. The cool trainers end up using healing items. I totally forgot about that. Especially since the cool trainers already did that when I was back in the Petalburg gym. Yeah, my bad. Okay, well at least I got a critical hit on that thing to compensate for that person using that hyper potion. Oh yeah, I'm gonna come back to my little topic later because I seem to remember in the remakes, I believe you can get all types of berries here. And speaking of which, that's exactly what I'm going to do right now, after I fight this one trainer over here. But first I'm going to switch Skarmory to the lead since, well, I think this person is a Aroma Lady and these people actually like to use Grass type, so I think it only makes sense if I put Skarmory up first. Okay, as I was saying before I got into this battle, you may have seen those berries a little north of the screen. In the remakes, I can get all sorts of berries. Well, I'm not really sure if I'm actually making sense or anything, but what I mean by that is, you know those berries that weaken super effective moves, like say the Pasho Berry, the Oka Berry, and all that kind of stuff? Yeah, those berries. But I don't quite recall how many of those berries you can get. I do remember you can find them in Route 123. But if you really want to plant those berries into the ground in hopes of getting some more of those berries, then feel free to do so. I do remember in Generation 4 where I think you get one of those berries once a day in Pastoria City. I always thought that was pretty cool since I think those are one of my favorite berries, actually. I do remember using those berries in the Battle Tower. I think it served me well, especially if I'm at full HP. I always feel like those berries could be in this game, but they're not, even though the Battle Frontier is in this game, and it feels like those berries could actually fit well in a game like this. But sadly, that's not the case, especially not the Focus Sash either. I seem to recall planting those berries when I played Gen 4 games, but that was years ago. I picked them up because, well, hey, why not? Okay, this is going to take a while, so bear with me as I pick up all these berries. You should count your blessings I'm not playing the remakes right now, otherwise, I think I'd be here for, gee, I'm not really sure. I want to say 2 minutes, but I'm not even sure if it would be 2 minutes. Okay, that house you see to the right, there's a guy in there called the Berry Master. He's going to give you a certain type of berry every day. I believe 2 of them. And I believe you can get some pretty rare berries from him after you beat the Elite Four. I believe one berry in particular, don't quote me on this, I could be wrong about it, but I believe one berry he gives you, you can turn them into a Pokeblock, which we'll be encountering a little bit later in the game, which could raise Feebas's beauty stats so that way it can evolve into Milotic. But lucky for me, I don't have to raise Feebas's beauty stat in this game since I believe it evolves at level 20. In this game only, just a reminder. But that's after I beat the Elite Four, and if I was playing the regular Emerald game, then Milotic would be off the team right about now. Okay, so like I said, he gives me 2 berries. And like I said, I'm not really sure what these berries are supposed to do, but, oh, be sure to visit the Pretty Petal Flower Shop. Okay, I guess maybe I'm supposed to sell those berries or something for some kind of accessories, but I don't think I need to do that. A good saying, huh? No, I don't have anything witty to say right now. It just kind of caught me off guard, actually, so, yeah, I don't have anything witty to say right now. Okay, there are more trainers over here. But I'm going to pick up this item first. Okay, who is in the second slot? Is it Gardevoir? Here, let me check. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so back to the starters. Well, if Quaxly's final evolution ends up being water fighting, then I'm not really sure what it would look like, because just by looking at Quaxly, it doesn't look like it could be a fighting type at all. But as for Sprigatito, well, I'm not really sure what its final evolution typing would be, even though I heard some speculations that maybe it could be Grass Fairy. But if it does end up becoming Grass Fairy, then that means I have to watch out for Poison type moves, because I'm not really sure what other typing I can give to Sprigatito. I'm sort of hoping that it doesn't become pure grass when it's fully evolved, because that'd be kind of boring. I mean, I think the last time this happened was in Sword and Shield, actually, kind of recently. I thought maybe the recent time this happened was in Black and White, but I kind of forgot about the Gen 8 starters. Even though, just by looking at the Gen 8 starters, I thought maybe they had the potential to have another typing on them, but sadly, that was not the case. Okay, this is all I can do right now in Route 123. We'll be coming back here a little bit later, since, well, there's some more trainers. Okay, now with that done, I'm going to go to Route 119 and take on the trainers there. Okay, as this guy here is saying, I can't ride my bike in the tall grass, because the tall grass apparently snares the tires. In really tall grass like this, I'm not really sure if that's true, because, well, it's been quite a while since I last rode a bike, so I have no idea whether really tall grass like this actually snares the bike tires or not. I mean, grass like this that completely covers my face, well, yeah, I never experienced something like that before. I mean, if I were to experience something like this, then maybe I'd be like on a farm or something with huge crops or something. Oh yeah, as you can see, this person here is moving as I'm moving. Route 119, it also has another name to this place. It's called the Mimic Circle. And what that guy was doing is, well, he was mimicking my movements. But here, if you don't want him to mimic your movements, here's what you can do. I believe you can cut the grass so that way he won't be moving around a whole lot. I think I'm going to give that a try, just so maybe I can see if I'm right. Oh, okay, looks like, oh, he's still moving. Oh, okay, well, at least I'm battling him now. Okay, I guess maybe I cut the grass incorrectly. Yeah, this is a pretty rare occurrence where you can cut the grass in this game. I believe the only other time you could do this is Gen 2, I believe. Even though I never did that in Gen 2, somehow I remember that you can do that. So yes, kind of annoying how these guys keep moving around when you're trying to battle them. So if you really want them to not move around, then I guess maybe you could cut the grass so that way they could just stay still. But I guess they can still mimic your movements. Actually, no. When I get to the next trainer, let me see if I could actually test out my little theory. Okay, there's another guy over there. But as soon as I'm done fighting this SUNKERN here, actually I think this guy has 3 Pokemon on his team, and I don't think I have enough time to fight him, so I think I'm going to skip out on him and go to somebody else, if I can actually get there first. So yeah, those Gen 8 fully evolved starters, I always thought maybe they had the potential to be, have another type on them. Well, for Inteleon, I'm not really sure what other type I would give Inteleon. I want to say fighting, but I don't think it looks like a fighting type at all. I think I would give that honor to either Rillaboom or Cinderace, or both. Well, given the fact that Rillaboom is a gorilla, well, I figured maybe yeah, the fighting type would actually suit it very well. Okay, I'm encountering so many Pokemon here, looks like I'm not going to get to what I need to do. But hey, maybe I can still cut the grass so that way I could possibly test out my theory. As for Cinderace, well, even though it's supposed to resemble a soccer player, I don't think soccer is a form of fighting or anything, it's just a sport, after all. Okay, hopefully I could cut the grass properly in hopes of maybe seeing if he's still going to move. Okay, this guy's not moving. Oh, okay, now he is. Okay, one more cut. Okay, I'm still not doing it. Okay, can I get him to come over here? Oh, he stops. Okay, and I'm gonna stop here. See you next time.